New at 10, a group of high school basketball players right from the Bay Area say a life-changing trip over to Europe over this past summer really playing a big role in their lives today.
Yeah, the trip was called See the Court, and it was arranged by a group of nonprofits. As KTVU's Claudine Wong reports, she was able to sit down with some of these young men and talk about why this trip was about much more than just basketball.
Ready. Trip of a lifetime for the youngsters and myself, so I'm super excited.
For these young men, it was a trip that took them farther than they'd ever been.
Nah, I ain't know. All I know is we was going to Europe, and I ain't know where we was going.
Right. I never heard of it till we went.
No, I didn't know where it was.
In Prague, man.
In July, 11 young men from the nonprofits, Elevated Legacy in Oakland and Play Marin in Marin City, and the Marin County Cooperation Team traveled to Prague.
Getting that passport, too, it was just great. I ain't gonna lie.
The trip was called See the Court, an opportunity to use basketball as a vehicle to introduce these teens to a global dialogue.
At the airport, it was definitely like, okay, guys, this is for real. This is definitely happening.
After more than 12 hours of airplane flights, we finally landed in Prague. I don't know about everyone else, but I was exhausted.
Exhausted and in a place a world away from home.
Hey guys, so right now we're at an ice cream shop. Ice cream and whipped cream, that's how she making it right there. No, look.
Now they are sharing what the experience meant to them.
When I thought about my mom, it made me worry, like about what was going on back at home.
And I really do think that the cohort coming together and getting a chance to experience it with each other allowed for them to grow in ways that they may not have otherwise.
They trained with their Prague counterparts.
Basketball just brings everybody to the court. It you can make friends there, or it can crush your dreams. It can really do anything for you.
And going beyond the court meant facing new problems.
They put the wrong gas in the wrong car. We were supposed to use diesel after our car was really low, and now it ain't running.
And looking deeper.
The physical place itself was shared, but the ways that we inhabit space is so unique to the individual, and being able to show up as you are fully and honestly, that is the greatest gift that we give to one another.
The trip was sobering.
Right here we are at the concentration camp, where over 30,000 people lost their lives, I believe. Just hearing that number is very tragic.
This is at the entrance of the church with human remains inside. During the Black Plague, people would bring the dead bodies to this church because at the time period, they thought that the soil would make the bodies decompose faster. So over time, the bodies would pile up and they had nowhere to put the bodies, so they put them inside this church.
The biggest surprise, how much castles they had. I didn't know they had that much, I thought it was more castles than it was actual buildings. Here's been explaining the angles and stuff of this. I forgot what it's called, but it's for fighting and defending the castle.
It challenged players to rethink the game and the world.
Even the sadness of going and seeing what took place with the Jews in the concentration camps also kind of allowed us to have conversations with our males, which is majority black, around the slave trade.
What does it mean to worship? Or what does it mean to be able to express your religion in the way that you feel comfortable, right? And those are really complex questions for anybody to answer, let alone somebody who's between the ages of 13 to 17.
And even now, back at home.
Whether I'm in Prague or Oakland, the court is still mine. It's where I can create, connect, and grow.
The impact endures.
I see the world a lot different than what I used to see because I feel like it's a lot more opportunities out there for me, especially with these programs and stuff.
I want to get to a place where I'm able to help people accomplish their dreams earlier than they want to.
I feel like I came out more positive and, just strictly finding the purpose in things.
These are stories that matter.
Because they're going to start sharing their story even more and start learning that their story has impact and that it's valued, because too often we're told that our stories don't matter.
I think that the outside experience complements the inside experience. Once the trip is over, then we could do the inside work.
Work that gives purpose.
Shout out to all the grown-ups that made this trip happen.
It's a trip that planted a seed that continues to grow.
This is going to last a lifetime, and this is just the beginning.
Claudine Wong, KTVU, Fox 2 News.